Hi there. And I figured since yesterday we looked into the secret room, which hopefully it's a video that you've seen by now. If you haven't, be sure to check it out. Because if you've been following my channel and you've been part of the movie club, or if you just came in for a sneak peek here or there, then you'll have seen that yesterday I actually toured. Hey, B Movie Archives. I toured my media room, my secret room, my TV room, where the other stuff is at. So it's been a while, and I wanted to talk a bit about like cult cinema, but what I really want to do. Hey, Livins, welcome back, dude. I hope you saw last night's video. Hey, Mark, I know you did. Uh, I am going to be looking around. Yo, Andy, I'm going to be looking around the movie library here, and that way, I'm going to get some ideas for videos from you and from going around. Now, I already have one coming up in the pipeline about black exploitation. I got asked about that one a lot. I get at that one a ton of times. Ah, Lola's basement. Hey Juan, I just saw you just a minute ago on Instagram. Uh, but or was it Twitter? Was it the Twitter machine? Uh, Anywho, what's happening right now is we are going to do in a minute uh, a tour of the whole room. We're gonna look at all the different genres, the different stuff, uh, and stuff. Right on. That's where most people see me. I got like maybe a couple people. Like I think Steph was there for Stephanie Crawford from Screamcast and Just a Disc, and of course her own like stuff that she writes, which is amazing. I've been following her Tales from the Crypt articles from the TV series. They've been really really good. Anyway, last night I taped my second episode of for Just the Discs. Of course, with me, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's going to be some Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Me and Brian talked for like close to an hour. He's got to edit stuff in and take some stuff out. He's got to make me sound like I can add, like actual ability to speak. He's got to give me speech, make me look good, basically. So in about three weeks or so, because it's going to take time to editing with all the stuff that Brian does. I'll let you guys know when the episode drops, and we'll look into some stuff there. We're already planning in the future a third episode on Vinegar Syndrome. So I guess Mr. Vincent is gonna keep popping in every once in a while to keep you guys updated on Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So there we go. Anyway, for you guys who wanted to like look around here and see this here, what we're going to do is we're going to go around this whole place. We're going to stop at some places. I'm going to go through slowly, mention some things. You guys can ask some questions if you want to. If find out certain things that you might be interested in. This is the only time you're going to see my face for a while. It's at the beginning of this video and probably near the end. So first off, before I start, I guess I'll answer a couple questions that have been asked of me recently. And one was kind of comical, and it was basically how do I get it? Is it easier to do these videos because they're not, there's no like editing amount that goes in there? And the answer to that is hell no. With something like this, it is live, and when it's live, yeah, keep my fingers crossed, it's gonna freeze up. Yeah, exactly. Things can freeze up. Things can, things can go wrong. You never know what's gonna happen. So you gotta be able to think on your feet and not freeze up yourself. Hey, Lola's Basement. I just saw your message. I was gonna message you there. So welcome to the movie club. This, since you're new, basically is I took my channel completely live. So right now, what happens is people come in here, knock on wood, and I'll start on a topic. Topics change as you go through. People talk to me and talk to other people. There's always kind of weird, unique stuff happening, and it's been fun. And I've been taking this completely live, and have done, I think, pretty much only a couple like pre-tape videos since I started doing this. But I will be doing some pre-taped in the future. So tonight we are going to look into this room, this part of my movie library, because yesterday we looked into the secret room that people don't normally see, and I can see her comments and questions pop up, but I'm going to take me off the screen and I'm going to show you guys around. Because, don't jinx me, Mark. All right. So, where do we start? We'll start with some of my favorite stuff. That's my, that's okay, dude. That's my Blade Runner set right there with, the 5 discs. That's the DVD edition. The Bond 50 set. If Jace was here, he'd be high-fiving me for that one. This is my, I'm a huge Whovian. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. As you can tell, I have not yet picked up the new Blu-ray sets for Tom Baker and Peter Davison that they've done. But I do have a few. Hey, Sailite Shot. Welcome, dude. We're doing a room tour. I do have a few like Doctor Who, and just so you guys can see, a lot of them are autographed. Like from, people like from Tom Baker and Verity Lambert and some people that are passed away now, of course. That's Blake Seven. I'm actually a huge fan of Blake Seven. I'm going to get into some documentaries here. Oh, I got a Blake Seven fan here. Oh yeah, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, Mark. There's also, you can see I have liked my my wrestling stuff. Oh yeah. Remember when TNA was an actual thing? Now, this is my more refined. I got a lot of documentaries here. Like a couple years ago, I bought like the Salem witch trials and the Donner Party because I planned to do that one. Blake's. I'll get to that in a second. Because I wanted to do like do it for Halloween. Really? So Blake Seven, basically, it is there's a guy named Blake that is wrongfully accused of a crime that he didn't commit. Him and a group of criminals kind of go on the run from the evil government, and it gets dark. It gets really, really dark, and you will never see the ending of Blake Seven. If you've never heard of Blake Seven, you'll never see the ending coming, because it's a pretty dark ending. This is the Blind Dead collection from Armando Osorio. That's my my Universal Monsters set, my Blu-ray set. That one comes from England. We got the Joan Crawford set here because I'm actually a huge Joan Crawford fan. And see the Hannah Montana thing in the background? My kids actually used to watch that a lot, and I used to watch it with them. Wasn't too bad. And that is one of my Bette Davis sets. Now we're going to get into some horror stuff. So if you're a horror fan, Blake Seven is really interesting. If you're a Doctor Who fan, Andy, then the Sixth Doctor, Colin Baker, actually shows up on it. Variety is the spice of life. So here we got some of the exactly Levins. So we're going to go through these here. So anybody that's a horror fan we're going to pick it. So you see I got all the Wrong Turn films. Only on DVD though. I never bothered to upgrade those to Blu-ray. This one here, this is Scars of Dracula, but this one came from Morocco actually. It's the French version, but it has English on it. If you look up here, there's two like box sets, the Ginger Snaps box set and the Prom Night box set, and they're like both like a DVD Canadian exclusives. Oh, Valentine I really like. I was actually really excited to get this Mill Creek set there, that 4-pack, because Relentless is a movie that I really, really enjoy. There's a whole series of them, but I really love the first one. You got the Blade Runner box set? So it's like dinner and a movie, Ryan. So these here were like ones that I think were put out by, see the ones with the kind of like the nondescript covers, like Terror in the Haunted House. They put them out on their own, but they were actually like Mystery Science Theater ones too. I think these came from Rhino. Storm Warning is the Jamie Blanks one that has not yet been put on Blu-ray with a special edition from Scream Factory. There's my original copy of Don't Open Till Christmas, which was a really cheap-ass version until I actually ended up getting the Mondo Macabre one. I have Dawn of the Dead on the set, you know, like the was it the 4-disc set that came out back in the day? Was that from Anchor Bay or something like that? I can't remember who put it out, but it came with like a kind of a mini comic book and a map of Monroe Mall. It had all the editions of the film. Nice. I actually might look into that because I really did like Storm Warning. The Unliving. Actually, if you look back there, I think I had a couple of PBS documentaries there. I'm actually really proud of getting like the really cheesy Angel Eyes because it was a hard find. It's like a retro, I think it's a retro media one, but not an easily found retro media one. My phone is dinging, so I'm going to sit down in a second and then we're going to, because I can't stop the video. This is live, guys. It's live. That's the Alien Factor. That's the Don Dohler film. So anybody that has the Massacre Video Maniac, that's the Don Dohler film that most people are familiar with. And just give me a second here, because what we've only looked at like really 2 shelves. VHS 3, however, not one of my favorites. All right. Got a message here. I apologize. All right. Oh yeah, VHS Viral sucked. So I'm gonna grab a bit of tea and then we're gonna go look over there. And we got the animation here. We got like MGM. We got Anchor Bay, Blue Underground. Lots of good stuff. I just wish, because I really like VHS 2. 2 is my favorite out of them. But see behind me, you can already see some of the stuff over there. But I am about to disappear. All right. So right there is my Black Maria Texas Chainsaw Massacre set, which I know Lola will know a lot about. Lola's Basement's name actually comes from one of my favorite later horror films, which is The Loved Ones. This is the Val Lewton collection. I'm actually really proud of this one because there was 2 sets. There was one like that just had the regular stuff and the documentary, but the other one had an extra Scorsese documentary. So that I kind of dug. I've always been a big Earl Flynn fan. And Captain Blood was like one of my favorite movies growing up. I used to act it out with my friends. So here's my my MGM collection. You can see a lot of midnight movies and stuff here. A lot of like double features and triple features and stuff like that. You know, People at the Time Forgot, Deranged, which is a fantastic film. Motel Hell is actually really cool. I got like Blu-rays of that one, maybe 1 or 2 Blu-rays of that one actually. You can see my Carrie 3 film collection there. Broken Lizards, Club Dread, which is one of those I never really got into, to be honest with you. But Shredder, I got to get the Blu-ray of that one down the road. We got Curse 2. Dead End is actually the first movie with Scott Humphrey Bogart with the Dead End kids, or the Barry Boys, however you want to call them. I knew you'd have it, 13th Wolfman. Welcome, by the way. Y Tu Mama Tambien is there. Blame It on Rio, which I remember seeing in theater. And The Hotel New Hampshire, which I also saw in theater. Absolute Beginners is my better half's favorite film. Well, definitely one of her favorite films. I'm going to Get You Sucker, which I do need to upgrade. I know. As far as I know, I don't think there's. Is there a Blu-ray of Richard Gere's version of Breathless? I'm not quite sure. So, I don't want to make you guys too. I don't want to like make you dizzy here. So there's Revenge of the Ninja, Edge of Sandy, which is actually. I know I got to upgrade the. I so do. There's so much you got to upgrade to. And Edge of Sandy, which is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde one. Zapped. Zapped really doesn't like stand the test of time very well. Oh, that is so nice. I would love to have met Ramiro, man. You're lucky there. Kiss Before Dying, of course, the classic original one. Cooley High, which is a really underrated blaxploitation film, doesn't get talked about a lot, and it has Lawrence Jacob Hilton from the series Welcome Back, Kotter in it. Mr. Kotter. The Defiant Ones, Manhunter. I know I got to upgrade that one too. Velmont, which I ended up getting. I'm trying to get all versions of Cruel Intentions. Of Dangerous Liaisons, because when Cruel Intentions came out. Like I mentioned before, some of my friends used to call me Sebastian, which was kind of a mean thing to do. There is The Shore Thing, which is a classic one. Oh, man. That's one that made us sad. We were literally really sad that we didn't get to meet, like, Romero. Because he seemed so freaking nice. There's some, like... stories there. There's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure on Steelbook from Shout Factory. And what's really cool is that they're actually doing the third one now, called Prey 2, which I will never call anything but Frit Wilt. Very approachable. So that's the thing. He seemed like a super nice guy. And those huge glasses were just super cool and geeky, which fit him so perfect. So there's Naked Eye, which actually was a hard one to find. It's a VVS release. Crimson Pirate. There's Hard Target, of course. You can see I've got a few of the like regular stuff here. Oh, nice! I didn't even know that Arrow Window Box was still available. That must have cost you a bit, man. And this is my my short amount of like what do you call these books? Oh, damn it! Like I have totally forgot the name of what these things are. Somebody tell me. Anyways, I got a bunch of these book-like things, which I, for some reason, have completely forgotten the name of. Digibooks. That's what I'm trying to say. Digibooks. So those are the Digibooks I got. I had to have the Batman one because this, I'm a huge Batman fan. So this was a must for me. Stuff like, Men in Black, Taxi Driver, films that I really, really like. Some of these you're probably going to be surprised. You're definitely not going to be surprised that I own Laser Blast, that's for sure. Hey, my kitty. Can you hear him over there, guys? There's Kill Bill, Fletch. Taxi Driver's your favorite film? You got good taste. Paul Schrader is awesome. I don't have the Jaws one. I almost picked that one up actually a while back. That's a really good one. Fair to Remember is a fantastic film. According to this, coming March 29th, Santa Clarita Diet, Season 3. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm a huge fan of that. I apologize. I'm trying to do this slow, and so it's going to kind of zone in and out a bit. But as you can see, there's some of my Western stuff up there. So you guys kind of Jace know I actually do have some Westerns up here that... Dawn is your favorite film in the Dead series? I go back and forth between Dawn and Day, but at the end of the day, I gotta really, because it's been a long time, I gotta really do a reevaluation of the classic Night of the Living Dead, because it has been a long time since so this is my 4K. Not a lot of these, but there's a few. I can see Day being his favorite. I wish he would have got to do the film that he wanted to make, because he had one that he had planned. Hey. So up here, so you guys don't miss out on these. So right here is my Thriller set. That's cats are playing Casablanca. It's my John Wayne, John Ford set and my John Wayne film collection. And this is my gangster sets. And I'm really proud of finding this one because T-Man was one I really wanted, and that actually showed up in the gangsters like set there. So that one actually has T-Man on it. I've been looking for that one for a while. The cool thing, 13 Wolfman, is that a Casablanca set isn't that expensive to buy, so you can still get it for a fairly decent price. Hey, Cropsy, man. So we're into Anchor Bay. You're going to see some older Anchor Bay and some newer stuff kind of mixed in there. I got to get them straightened away. Stuff like the Hills Have Eyes. This is the if you look for the Hills Have Eyes, the Anchor Bay edition, there's this one here. This is the one you need. It's the 2-disc edition. It's got this gold thing on the back, and it's got like a Wes Craven thing on there. One of my favorite films, by the way, is this one right here, Murder by Decree. I've always loved this movie. It's by Bob Clark, who made my very favorite film, which is Black Christmas. Yes, I do. Actually, I've got the Willy Wonka set. That's in the TV room with what I did yesterday. There's my Masters of Horror. I do need to get the sets. I'm lax on that. That's the 3 and 4 Musketeers, which were 2 films I actually really liked. I'm trying to go through this part really slow because people do tend to get into the Anchor Bay stuff a lot. Actually, I get a lot of questions about these. Yeah, the Scream Factory Vincent of 2000 is exactly Cropsey. And it's neat there. There's Escape 2000, which I really got upgraded to the 7 edition, which is under its original title of Turkey Shoot. Fade to Black. Can this please get a special edition Blu-ray? So there's some classics like Spring Break and Hard Bodies collection. I actually do like the Hard Bodies films. Wolf Cop I really like. For a while it seemed like Anchor Bay was playing Evil Dead and Halloween over and over again. You like the darker, more nihilistic style like 13 Wolfman, don't you? Actually, I do. I have the Mill Creek Hard Bodies one too. Hey, Boredom Strikes. Thanks a lot. Actually, trying to get I'm hoping this goes in pretty good. That's Bad Taste. I was really excited to get Bad Taste, actually. And I thought that a natural progression from Anchor Bay when I was putting these out would be Blue Underground, for obvious reasons. So you get things like there's the original Maniac there, Suspiria, Final Countdown. That one I think was a limited edition, like lenticular color cover, something like that as well. Yeah, so this one here was kind of neat. And where's it at? I'm sure this one's like, oh, there you go. Only 100,000 copies, guys. There was a time when 100,000 copies was considered to be, get it where you can. Shock, which is the last film by Bava. No, not the last one. The last. I can't remember now. Conquest, actually, which is a Fulci film that is coming out on Blue, but unfortunately, it's coming out by. It's not coming out by one of the big companies. I think it may be Code Red, and that disturbs me a bit. The Fifth Chord is coming out with a new edition, which I got to get. I really do like that film. Oh yeah, it's a lot of movies. I will keep the. I have like several editions of. Yes, you do see it there. It's like anything Sergio Martino, guys. I pretty much get. And if there's any special editions of them, I will pick them up as well. See that Superman tin? That is the very first gift that was given to me by my better half. Well, who's now my better half. She wasn't then. We were just friends then. So this is my son Gunnar Hansen. He was a really, really nice guy. Rest in peace, Gunnar. There's one I have from Tom Savini, also a really super cool guy. So we're going to go back here to the stuff that you guys didn't get to see. And that starts here. So there's a little bit of Mystery Science Theater. There's my original older Sinbad set before the Indicator one. This is still the best way to get Omen, by the way. It's not, the Blu-ray set doesn't have the fourth one. And that is a crime for me. To me, I know it's only like a TV film, but I still think it's a crime they don't have the fourth one. So I have that. Actually, I used to have two copies of that because I bought it, and my better half, she bought one too. So that is Louis de Funès, which was a French comedian and a favorite of his. Pusher trilogy. I was actually really excited to get that. I'll show you that as well, actually, if I can. I don't have the Blu-ray one. I just got the DVD so far. I got to get the Blu-ray for that one. There's a lot I got to upgrade on, guys. This is my Carlin set. I'm a huge Carlin fan. This is, of course, the what was it called again? The Twisted Terror set. Damien Omen 2 I saw at around the same time that he would have been, that the guy that was playing Damien, yeah, I was his age. So you can get kind of like, you can feel the isolation and the kind of that they use to help with the character. It works. So this is 8 Films to Die For after Dark Horror Fest. It's the only one I got. But one of the things that I do talk about on the Just to This podcast is Rolf Koninsky's film. There's nothing out there. And if you've never seen this one here, this is the 2008, right? So that movie there, Nightmare Man, stars Tiffany Shepard, and it is actually directed by Rolf Koninsky. So if you recently picked up the There's Nothing Out There Vinegar Syndrome disc, which you should have done because it was a fantastically packed disc, then you're definitely going to want to check out Nightmare Man if you haven't seen it. This is my better half's one of her favorite like movie series, which is Angelique, which is a French romantic one. Oh, so here's my Monty Python set because that's the humor I grew up on. The Beast Collection was really, really cool. Gary Cooper, some other Monty Python. And down here you're going to see a lot of Mill Creek stuff. I just zoom over that, like, won't like spend too much time since you guys probably know most of this stuff. And a couple BFIs put in there as well. Now down here we got some more. You get a little bit more eclectic taste when you see this stuff, like Monty Blaze, In Lake Flint, Cross the Universe, Backbeat, which actually has a new edition out now. I think it's by Shout Select, and I do like this film. Actually, it's Stephen Dorff right there. SLC Punk I really like because, well, I grew up listening to a lot of punk and stuff. Top Secret. Please get a good edition of this one out, guys. I really want to see like a good edition of Top Secret. A nice Blu-ray collector's edition. What Shout Select could do that. 9 to 5 is another one that I just really like that film. Enemy Mine is one I saw in theater a few times actually when I watched it. I just thought it was a fantastic film. Of course, Lord of the Rings. Yes, hopefully I'll see over here. Singing in the Rain. Fantastic dance numbers. Little known fact about me is I love musicals and I love music, and although I have no ability to sing, I do like listening to music. I do sing at home and I dance. This is one that doesn't get enough credit. When talk about like cult films that just like kind of fly under the radar, there's a movie called Camp, and if you like musicals, and this one not many people talk about. I really like this film. Please tell me that you've heard of this film, guys. There's a girl here. I'm gonna put it up really close, and she's kind of famous now, actually. And she's only a kid when in this film, and she's got an amazing singing voice. And I was like, hey, I think she's gonna be famous. And I told like people that I knew, I said, you got to see this movie. There's this girl in it. She does this song "Ladies Who Lunch" by Steven Soderbergh, and really, she's really an incredible singer. I think she's got what it takes. So there she is, right there. So see if you guys can pick it who that is, because now she's become mega famous, and I always look at my friends, and yes, I am that guy that says, haha, I knew it. I knew Anna Kendrick before she became the Anna Kendrick from watching the movie Camp. Now, this here is really, really means a lot to me. This is the original Battlestar Galactica, the TV, like the movie that came out. And news? I don't have Newsies. I gotta get Newsies. I used to like that one. And the really neat thing about this movie, and I'll show you right now, is the back case of it. So you see this? I'm gonna try and do this right. So that, let's see if I can get that right, is autographed on the inside by Richard Hatch. He's passed away now, but one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met in my life, and he was super sweet. He tried to get my youngest to talk, and Wes kind of hid behind me, kind of nervous and stuff. But he was like a super nice guy, and I treasure that. I'd like to have something from Hatch. He was really nice. Picked up, oh, nice. So we got some different stuff here. I don't know. It was different. I like that he did that. I'm not sure. Maybe he did it because he thought some people were like selling stuff. But I'm not the selling person type. But I did go to a convention once, and it was Robert Englund was there, and I was waiting in line to get to go and speak to him, and get a picture and that stuff. And there was a guy there, and he had like 2 bags of stuff that he wanted Robert Englund to autograph, all of it, so he could put it on online. He'd never seen Nightmare on Elm Street or anything like that, and Englund was definitely cordial to him, but he wasn't pleased, and I don't blame him. All right, so let's go over here. We're gonna get to see some of my Troma stuff here. That's my Troma masterpieces. The Last Horror Show, Combat Shock, which is Buddy Giovanzi, I think, and there's Mad Dog Morgan, Poultrygeist, Astron 6, which is actually, it's a really good one if you don't have it. I gotta upgrade my to the Vinegar Syndrome edition of Pigs. I really do. But it's definitely an eclectic style of films here. You asked me about the Dawn of the Dead. Which one I got? This one. As of right now, until the second sight edition comes out, that's kind of the edition to pick up. I'm going to get through to the other stuff. There's a couple of the 88 films things there, like Spasmo, Zombie Holocaust, and Blade in the Dark. Is that one expensive, really? When I picked it up, the Dawn of the Dead one, it was like, I think it was $15 at Walmart. That's a few years back, actually. You're going to see a few. Haven't seen the Argento cut. It's actually a good cut. It's got Goblin on it. These are some just regular Blu-ray stuff. I gotta see that one, Sarah. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm waiting for the next sale, actually, the halfway to Black Friday sale. You know, I haven't watched Super 8 in a while. I actually got to really watch it because I think I saw it when it first came out on. It looked in so semi guilty pleasure. I'll say it this time. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to see, man. There's the Lifetime collection. I got like 3 Lifetime films. I'm trying to collect those, like the really cheesy ones. If it's a super cheesy thing, then yeah, I'll grab it. What's amazing is we haven't even got over to like my Scream Factory or Arrow or any of that stuff yet. Yes. I think see, I got a fairly decent collection of those like double features from Mill Creek. Although they have never sent me anything, damn it. It is harder when you're Canadian to get a company to actually send anything out your way, unfortunately, for review purposes. So, not at the moment. And you know, there are others that won't be here. See, as you can see, I do have some normal taste, and I'm going to go up, like just like the Friendly Giant. If you're the Sleek Select section is coming up, John. Let's go up. Let's go way, way up. So it's the film noir set. That is the Babbitt set, which I am super stoked to finally have. Film noir sets here. Actually, the other Babbitt set is there's a guy that actually is sending me the other Babbitt set, actually. Or did he send me the other? Yeah, he was going to send me the other Babbitt set. So here are some like some Kino. So I'll go through these slowly because I know a lot of people here are Kino fans. Instant Babbitt fan. So you can tell I do collect a few Kino. I remember seeing the UK one actually in a store in Toronto. This is my my Mondo Macabres. If you've never collected any Mondo Macabre stuff, I really recommend them. They are a really great company. This is my Slasher Classics collection. I'm just going to pause here for a second so you guys can look at it. This is from 88 Films. I don't have them all, as you can tell, but I do have a few. Especially the early ones, stuff like Scalps, Nightmare of the Damaged Brain, Dead of Winter, The Boogeyman, Splatter University, which I also have the Vinegar Syndrome edition of. And this is my, I don't have a lot, but I got a few of the Redemption titles that Kino put out. I'm a huge Pete Walker fan. Actually, not on Blu-ray yet, B-Movie Archives, but I do have the original DVD. That always freaks me out, but here you go. Early Brooke Shields. I'm a huge Pete Walker fan. I just saw that actually. I got to look more into that. There's a D'Amato film and there's like a Fulci film. You might want to let people know about that. See, I didn't get the other Pete Walker set as well for obvious reasons. You can see I got the films like separately. Am I going to upgrade which one? So this. Again, all the American Ninja films, of course. This is my Shameless. I like showing it like this because it actually, you know. Oh, Pretty Baby. Oh yeah, I will definitely upgrade Alice Sweet Alice. It's a favorite film of mine, B movie. I love the way the Shameless looks. If you never thought about collecting Shameless, just look at the spine, man. Tell me that does not look awesome. There is actually, is there any Jess Francos in that? Not any of the Sleazer ones, actually. I got like Jess Franco's The Awful Dr. Orloff up there, which is an earlier one, and The Shiver of the Vampires, which is, of course, Jean Roland. I need 1 and 2, actually. I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 6. I think 1, 2, 6, and 14 are what I need. Are the ones that I'm missing right now. I'm not quite sure what those are, but and it's hard to get them now because they're from Phantom of Death is definitely one of them. You're right on that. I think the first one is out of print, which is the original version of New York Ripper before they redid it. Oh yeah, if you have never checked out Shameless, guys, definitely check him out. There's some films over there and that I definitely cannot show you guys on camera. So this is my indicator box sets. Upstairs I have the other 2 indicator box sets, so I have a complete collection of indicator box sets. Hey Sasha, I'm doing a room tour. So the ones that are upstairs right now is the Bud Boddicker box set and the Samuel Fuller box set. I am up to date and I have every indicator box set except, I guess, The Last Movie, if you want to consider that one the box set. So I don't have that one yet. That is The Great Ramiro, which you guys talked about earlier. This is a set I'm super proud of. It's gone out of print right now. It's the Vincent Price set from Arrow Video. I really do appreciate that, Cropsy. I seriously do. That's my Hellraiser, and of course, I'm a huge fan of the Long Good Friday. I like Mona Lisa too. So here's I'll go through these slow because I know there's a lot of Scream Factory fans around here. I got a fairly decent collection of the earlier Scream Factory stuff. There's still a lot of the later stuff that, they put out a lot of stuff that I don't have, that I do have to get. That is the Ramiro After Night Before Dawn box set, Between Night and Dawn box set. That's the original Vincent Price set, the out of print one from Scream Factory. That's Paul Naschy Collection 2. I got to get Collection 1. Alright, so there's a lot of, yeah, man, there's a lot of Naschy stuff I still need to get. Who was that? I think Mon Macabre announced, was it Mon Macabre that announced that there's a Naschy film coming from them soon? It is super hard, Crops, to keep up with Scream Factory. They just put out so much stuff. You gotta decide what you want to get. The first thing I started collecting in genre titles really was a Roger Corman title. So this was really the genesis of my collecting genre labels. Well, aside from the VHS days of Anchor Bay and stuff like that, but in DVD, the Roger Corman's. There's some steelbooks right there. Hey, Culture Trainee. All right. So there's the Stendhal Syndrome. Again, another copy of Sergio Martino's Torso and New York Ripper. God Told Me To, which was great. Yeah, actually, you couldn't see it very well up there. I do apologize. But right next to the Gothic Tale set is actually the Hellraiser set. I'll see if I can get a better angle at it. Yeah, I gotta get the New York. Even though I got umpteen copies of New York Ripper, I gotta get the new edition. Oh, the silver edition. That they did one for that for what was it? Death Race too, and I think they did one for Rock and Roll High School. Things I'm very proud of, like I don't have many slasher like videos. I'm actually proud of that. Of the ones I got though. The Tinto Brass set, I was super proud to get that. That was a really good one for me. Dr. Terror's House of Horrors is there. You can see like down there's like the box set, like it's the Kino like silent films. That's The Man Who Laughed. There's a few Hammer here, a couple Umbrella titles, some Scorpion releasing, of course, Orphan Killer. There's some PS2 games, and a couple like different like ones here. Now let's look at Arrow. So you can't see it very well, but this. Let me bring it out a bit. There you go. There's the Hellraiser set. So that's the the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast set. I'm really, this is a huge one right up there with like, it's odd that the Herschel Gordon Lewis. I don't know if it did get a Blu-ray actually. I've got the DVD of it. Well, actually, it does take about shelf. So we got for everything from With No Eye, which actually I'm a huge fan of, to the complete Sartana. The Decalogue, by the way, get the Arrow edition over the Criterion edition. That's the Russ Meyer set that everybody notices in all of my videos. Last House on the Left B movie archive should be an easy one to get. I'm not sure if you're in like, are you in like if you're in Canada or even if you're in the US, take a look at Amazon.ca. Because I'm pretty sure the Last House on the Left box set is like super cheap there. They have had it on for sale for like $20 or less at times. Oh, it is a fantastic transfer, and I really like the fact that it has how to get ahead in advertising on there as well. Hopefully it's still there, B movie archives. Oh, I would. Russ Meyer's Vixens. Vixen's my favorite of all the Russ Meyer films. Oh, really? Nice. You have great taste. Yes, Amazon CA should ship to the States. I can buy from Amazon.com, so I'm pretty sure 13 Wolfman that you can buy from CA as well. There's my small amount of like the window boxes that they did, and some of their DVDs. I reverse the artwork a lot actually, depending on which artwork I like. If it's like one of those slip covers, the artwork is always reversed on the other inside. X Rental is a really cool DVD set. I've never been to Turkey, so I wouldn't know. I'm the Claude Chabrol setup. I'm a huge fan of Chabrol. Of course, that's my Battle Royale Blu-ray set. I actually got that. Got two of those, I think. Oh, the Pieces artwork. Yeah, some people that haven't seen it, this is the artwork for Pieces. It is awesome. And as you can see, there's a certain ones like with a French title that I can't even say the name of. No, I live in Canada. But I have a house in Morocco. Well, all right. So that's the Severin, that's the Amicus set. Great one. Halloween, Nightbreed, Creepshow, Amityville, It's Alive. My better half is from Morocco. That's her birthplace. You can see like my laundry in the background there. It's a little bit more lax than you actually realize. You just gotta He's somebody that's over there. You can see I'm slowly getting more Vince in. I got 3 more Vinegar Syndrome ones actually coming. Oh, okay. Sorry. So I'll go right from Vinegar Syndrome right into Severin, which I think is a really good, like, the two labels that I find that kind of like go well together into my my Vestron videos. The real cute swear. I like that. This is my snaps and code red stuff here. I'm trying not to go too fast, guys. I'm trying to let you guys see it, so that way, basically, keep a mental note. If there's any stuff or any companies or any movies you want me to go over at sometime, I can do that. I try to stop long enough to let this thing, like, so I got a few MVDs there. Pieces are fantastic. Some 101 films, I do recommend their stuff. It's a really good way to get like certain films, especially for cheaper prices. That's my Warner Movie Archive DVDs, and as you can see, that's true. T. Wallace had a pretty cute wear-up there. Doc Savage. Now, I'm a huge fan of, like, Three Stooges, Abbott Costello, Chaplin, stuff like that. Laurel and Hardy. I think I would have been nervous, Sasha, if you would have said American Wear from Paris. That would that would have been when I got nervous. That is the Peter Sellers Anchor base set. I was really stoked to get that because I used to have it when it first came out, and I lost it, and I was able to find it again recently. Ingrid Pitt. Oh, she is gorgeous. Oh, have a great night there. Well, hopefully you got to see a few of the good things anyway. That's the Lone Wolf and Cub set. That's the original one. That's the original Lady Snowbloods when they originally came out. That's a company. God, they work. What are they again? Oh, let me check. So this is the second one. Anime Ego. And they put out the other set. There's well the Lone Wolf and Cub set. So going up here, something that a lot of cinephiles are going to like. So there's a Jean Reno box set. There's Criterion. I love this set right here, by the way. As you guys know, upstairs is my Bergman set, which I'm super proud of. This is Eureka's the part 1 for the World Cinema Project. I got a modest, but like this one here. That is Zadiichi. That's the Criterion Zadiichi set, which I do strongly recommend. Actually, it's a really good set. So as you can tell, I have eclectic taste when it comes to films. There's not just one genre. Although I'm known for like a lot of Vinegar Syndrome and like some of the, as Watson would say, some of the sleazier stuff. I do like all kind of types of cinema. It is a neat set, isn't it? Like, it's one of those really cool sets. As you can see, I'm a huge film noir fan. I've only got the first 2 film noir classic sets, unfortunately. And we got some BFIs here if you're a fan of BFI. And as I always say, if you haven't checked it out, Deep End is the movie that you need to own. you totally got to be in the right mood for a Bergman. I'm still like waiting to get to the set because what I want to like go about it the right way. I think that like you can be into a genre like maybe horror or science fiction or anything from like film noir or fantasy, but by diving into other types of film genres and other like decades and eras of film, you'll find that the films that you like have a bit more like depth and breadth to them. That's the it's the BFI Jacques Tati set. I actually got to upgrade. Now I don't know if I really need to upgrade this to that Scream Factory Boris Karloff Bela Lugosi set. I got all the sets there. That's the thing. It'll depend on what features are in the sets. You can see there's my Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes there. Yeah, anything to get your interest, right? Really? I did not before that at Fox Box Set. See, when it comes to like prices, guys, I really don't know. But I just get films as I like them, and sometimes people will let me know that oh, that's worth a lot. And I'm like, that's great. It's going to save my collection. Hey, Horror DVD Devil. But I'm always interested to know that stuff. That's the Herzog Kinski set. I was really stoked to get that one. That was one of the first things that I bought when I got to St. John's, actually. And I've watched that one over and over again. I'm actually a huge Herzog fan. That's the Fox Film Noir Classics. All right. Now we're getting to some animation stuff. So if you guys like this style, just give me a second. All right. I'm going to get to the animation in a second, but I've got to respond to a message. So there's a little bit more to go through, and I just got to respond to a message really quickly. We're sending a couch up to our kids today, and we're waiting for it to get there. So actually, got to make sure everything's gotten there. Okay. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Duck you, sucker. Right? Fist with Dynamite. That's the other title, I think. This here, which I showed recently, is the Disney Treasures collection, which is probably one of my most expensive collections I got in my altogether, because they are pretty pricey. Some of them are now. You'll soon see I'm actually a huge classic animation fan, an anime fan. It is definitely underappreciated Leone film. I actually think Once Upon a Time in America is an underappreciated Leone film too. I don't think that movie's ever gotten the credit that it deserves. I was asked yesterday which Voltrons I have, like which Voltron tins I got, and these are the two Voltron tins I got. There's the original like Pink Panther MGM releases. They do. I think it gets unfairly compared to The Godfather. That's the thing. It gets compared to it so much that it doesn't really get to kind of like live on its own, get its own identity. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because I do see it as its own entity, its own film. Yikes. Okay, so I got Batman, 60s set, Batman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond. Got it's a few different shows here. I agree, Sasha. That's I want the first part that Ultraman said, man. I really do. That's Critic, of course. You can tell I'm a Scooby Doo fan. I'm a Disney fan. I got a lot of those there when I was in the Disney Movie Club. Yep, it's the animated show. I was actually a big fan of it. It didn't last very long, but I thought it was okay. Oh. So, I guess next up is like the TVs and stuff, right? TV and stuff. So what you don't normally see, what I got here is a cup of tea, of course. I'll do my best to show you guys this here. So this is my 32-inch CRT TV that I use for gaming and watching like older movies on. You can see a can of bubbly in the background there. It's my GameCube. It's going to be really hard to see the darker stuff here, but I'll do my best. I'm literally lying on the floor right now, guys. So that's an early kind of like Retron that I got there for playing like NES games. Right there, that's my my VCR. And I know it's really dark and hard to see, and I do apologize for that. But this here, this dark blob that you see right here, is my Laserdisc player. And that's my Super NES. And as you can see up there is my, as you can kind of see, is my PS2. So when I said I'm on the floor, I was not lying or joking. Wow. All right. Thank you guys so much. I actually do. Not as much as I want to for the Laserdisc. I got to do it more. But I'm going to be watching a VHS soon too, with because I got a VHS come from a friend of mine, Sarah Light Shot. And what is one of the movies I'm watching tonight? Heathers. I gotta get myself the musical of that one, the soundtrack, because there was a Heathers musical that was done, and I really like it actually. Phantom of the Mall. Oh, I gotta get that one. But there you go. In 2 days, if you watch the video from yesterday, you will actually see my TV room. And as mentioned earlier, there's a lot of different TV shows in there. Somebody mentioned a show named Charlie Jade. And said that if I'm a Sliders fan, I need to see that. I don't think I know what Charlie Jade is, but if it's Sliders-esque, I'll definitely check it out. Pauly Shore, yeah, Pauly Shore and Morgan Fairchild. Takes VCR jacks, nice. My flat screen TV definitely does. Hey, Corey. Anyway, at 65 minutes, not a bad time for like a video. After the tour, guys, I'm kind of exhausted. So next time in the tour portions, what I'm gonna do, yeah, they are trying to get it rebooted, so fingers crossed, right? Oh, what you sent me at a VHS with it. Dismembered Christmas. Huh? Huh? See, I remember this stuff. What I'm going to try and do is I'll do the upstairs part, and I'll do like my library with my books and that, and I'll do my cases with stuff. So somebody asked me about my red green set and some of my other stuff that's up there in like in a glass case. We'll do that as well. So that will be the third portion of this. Now, I am actually heading to. Hopefully, I should be heading to out of town next week to into the Cornbrook area. Hopefully, because my better half has a conference there. You like the first two seasons, don't you? I can bet, Cropsey, and I hope and I think I'm right here. You like the aspect of it when it was a parallel universe and all that type of stuff. Uh, Thank you, man. Uh, and but when the Cro-Mags and stuff came into it and it got really science fiction, that's when it kind of lost you, right? I did watch it all the way through, but it became a harder watch later on because I didn't like the Cro-Mag aspect of it, and I didn't like them taking it Sabrina Lloyd's character, especially. I really liked her character. Anyway, there you go, guys. This is the movie library. You guys are the movie club. Thank you for coming in here today. I haven't got a chance to watch anything yet. I'm actually watching it the weekend. I want to do it like I kind of want to binge it, like one after the other, because a triple feature is not too bad, and the weekend gives me time to do that. Yeah. It is now time for tea. I'm Aaron. This is the movie library. You guys are the movie club, and my cat just said,